Most people adjust exposure by guessing, moving sliders here and there. But in reality, the histogram already tells you what's wrong from the start. When the data is pushed to the right, the image becomes overexposed. In that case, just lower the exposure, and the histogram shifts to the left. When the data is pushed to the left, the image is underexposed. Then you increase the exposure, and the histogram shifts to the right. And if the histogram is compressed in the middle, the image will look flat and lack depth. In that case, increase contrast. You can also raise whites and lower blacks. The histogram will spread toward both ends, and the image will instantly look clearer. In Photoshop, you can simply add a levels layer and click Auto. With just one step, the image becomes cleaner and has better contrast. You can also use curves and apply auto in the same way. Even though both use auto, levels and curves work differently. Levels adjust the two ends, while curves also affects the midtones. But the real point isn't auto or contrast. It's how you understand the structure of light in an image. Every image can be divided into 5 main zones: black, shadows, midtones, highlights, and whites. Exposure affects the midtones. Shadows control the darker areas. Highlights affect the brighter areas. Whites define the brightest parts of the image, while blacks define the darkest areas. An image looks clean and clear when the whites reach the bright end and the blacks reach the dark end. It doesn't have to be complicated, just enough. Sometimes what you see can vary depending on the display, but the histogram remains consistent and reliable. So far, we've only been looking at light, but the histogram also contains color information. Each channel, red, green, and blue, has its own distribution. And when these channels are unbalanced, that's when color cast starts to appear. In this example, the colors are evenly distributed, so the RGB channels are nearly balanced. For example, in this image, if we add red to the highlights, you'll see red appear at the peak of the histogram. Just by looking at that, you can immediately tell the highlights have a red color cast. On the other hand, if we add cyan to the shadows, the red in the darker areas will decrease. Or if we go into the green channel and move the white point toward magenta, the green in the darker areas will be reduced. To make it easier to understand, we can use color grading. Select the highlights color wheel, and as you add different colors, the bright areas in the histogram will shift accordingly, making it easy to see which color is dominating. The same applies to the shadows. You can clearly observe the dominant color cast in the darker areas. Now let's look at a few real examples. In this image, the red channel is higher in the highlights, so the image has a red cast in the bright areas. In this one, the green channel dominates, so the overall image appears green. And in this image, the blue channel is dominant in the highlights, but you can still see red in the histogram because every pixel contains RGB values. So even if the image looks blue, red still exists in the data. The histogram doesn't tell you whether an image is good or bad, but it always shows you where the problem is. And from there, you can make adjustments with intention, like comment and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks so much for watching till the end.